Hey. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. All right, so the question of the night, all-time highs tonight, or are we fading this? Are we gonna drop this to oblivion? Drop your thoughts. And I was close to shorting here. I'm like, are they really gonna run this up tonight? I need more time. I need more time to figure this out. Personally, I don't see, well, they've done it before. I think they've done it twice in the last 2 weeks, run up the all-time high in the overnight session. But dude, really? They're going to run this up tonight? I don't know. I came close to shorting it right here. I'm about to enter again, but they keep trying to run this up. This is crazy. It's the short that you got to give yourself at least 440 as the break. I mean, are they really going to run this tonight? I don't get it. All-time highs during the overnight session? That's not how the market is supposed to work. Yet they've done it now, I think, two times in the last 2 weeks now. Man, frustrating. I've come this close to shorting this area now twice since the overnight started tonight. And I think last week there was another day that they set all-time highs during the overnight. Setting an overnight high during the overnight is not kosher. It always comes back in the morning to get retested. But they've definitely done it. Brian Adams, welcome to the stream. It's the question of the night. Short this damn thing to oblivion, or are they really going to run it? Are they really going to run this? Are they really going to run this tonight? That other JC, you're going for all-time highs. I mean, if I short here, I gotta give myself at least 440 as a stop. Let me turn off. I'm not copying this. I'm not going to trade copy it tonight. All right, let me go against the world. Really, all-time highs during the overnight session just does not make sense. We're trading against bots. All right, let's find out. We're just going to find out. Here's my stop. 440. Done deal. We'll find out. It happens or it doesn't. It's either they run it and I'm wrong, and it is the cheaper trade, right? I'm giving myself, what, 20 points? If this thing actually tanks tonight, I got potential good short to hold overnight. So we'll see. We shall see. Well, good evening to everyone. The question of the night: are they going to run overnight highs? Are they going to run an all-time high in the overnight session again? They've done it. I know they did it once this week, and I'm pretty sure last week there was another all-time high that we woke up to from the overnight. So let's see. If they're going to run it, they're going to run it, and I lose 20 points. If they don't, then who knows? Who knows? Well, good evening to everyone. Christopher, Brian, Shark Trends, that other JC, Yusuf. Let's see what happens. I'm going to let this thing breathe. They're going to run overnight highs, then be it. It's 20 points that I lose here. It's going to be my trade for the night. That's it. I get stopped out and they run all-time highs, then be it. Otherwise, potential 60 points on this minimum. But good evening to everyone. I hope everyone had a great day trading this morning. If you were trading, or if you've been trading Asia, I hope everyone's in the green. I'm just frustrated. I've been seeing this thing going back and forth, up and down, up and down. I took this long here, right to that high. Finally made some money during the morning session, or the New York session. Had a frustrating morning. I did come back for power hour, but it wasn't that eventful either. All-time highs during the overnight. Again, unbelievable, man. This is crazy. The bots. How are the bots setting all-time highs? That's not how all-time highs are set. It's not kosher, for lack of better words. Good evening, best DJ in town, Christopher, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Question of the night, are they going to run all-time highs tonight, or are we shorting this? Well, I already started shorting it, so let's see. It'll be the trade of the night. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Definitely looks like they want to push all-time highs. No question about it. They've been bullish since power hour. Crazy that they're able to hold these levels without any significant pullbacks. Juve ex sempre, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream to everyone. Risky trade here, going against the trend. Giving it 20 points to find out. Are they going to run all-time highs during the overnight? Just not kosher. It's not right. These are bots trading right now. We're not trading against humans. The overnight session is mainly bots. This is not supposed to happen. There's no volume. How are they running this up to all-time highs? Crazy. But anyways. Beantown, Boston in the house. I went to BU, my friend, so I know Boston very well. I lived Kenmore Square. That was my freshman dorm, right there. I know Beantown very well. Newberry Street, Beacon Street. I haven't been there in years, but I know Boston. Brian Adams, yeah, I trade mainly New York. I trade New York session 9:15 a.m. Eastern. But this week I started doing Asia. Of course, my preference is New York, but starting to do Asia and see what happens here. See if the bots win tonight and they start moving this to all-time highs. That's crazy. Still can't believe it. Can't believe we haven't had a significant pullback yet. So this is the enough already trade. Trying to short all-time highs. Come on, flush. They can't. They have not been able to flush this at all. At all. What did they flush during power hour? They flushed 420, 75. 50 points. That was it. That's all you got in a pullback today. 50-point pullback. Unbelievable. Enough already. Enough. Flush the damn thing. I agree. The cheaper trade is the short up here. It's definitely the cheaper one. But if they decide to run it, it doesn't matter if it's cheap or expensive. It's still a stop. Enough already with these damn bots. How are bots setting all-time highs? Come on. Come on. Well, maybe that's an indication of the future. It's going to be all bots trading anyways. No more humans. Well, Tory Trade's trend line is holding. I'm playing the break of that trend line, and Tory seems to be right. It's holding for now. I got to email her. It's the trend line trade, man. It's that simple. Just put a trend line and go up or down. You'll be fine. Oh, man. I woke up with a little bit of energy today. Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Friday for the Asia session, right? Today's the last day. And then New York tomorrow morning. Fridays. I have a curse with Fridays. I've been beat up pretty bad on Fridays. Juve, I am in a short. I don't know if you're on your phone or on your computer, but I'm in a short right now. I shorted 420 out of frustration. I was going to short here. And then I finally said enough already. Shorted. But they are not giving pullbacks. They're just not. It's crazy. Crazy. Mr. Indonesia, in a trade. You know we're going to call you in a trade, but we get it. It's part of the Indonesia. But welcome to the stream. All right. Shark Trends took a short entry, 414. So I'm a little higher than you at 420. Stop at 428. First target 398. Yeah, man, I think I'm with you. Let's short this to oblivion today. But bulls have been in control all morning. They gave up a lousy 50 points during power hour. That was it. They still remain in control. Freaking bots. Well, good evening to everyone. If you're new to the stream and you're hanging out up there in the trees and the branches, feel free. Don't be shy. Come on down. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us if you're long, you're short, flat. Don't be shy. And let us know where you're from. We've got a little bit of everything. We got Boston, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona. I'm from Arizona. I stream from Arizona. North Carolina, South Carolina. New Jersey was in the house last night. God damn bulls, man. They just refuse. They refuse. Even though I see this channel and I'm technically trading against the trend, I'm in like denial. How do they continue to push this up? How? Go straight to funded. Oh, I didn't know you're from the UK. Nice, man. Good to welcome to the. I mean, I'm saying welcome to the stream. I know you hop on a lot, but welcome. I didn't know that you were from the UK. All right, go straight to funded short. That other not a shark trends. You're short. I'm short. It's the cheaper trade, right? Let's see what plays out. Let's start with the cheap trade. Chris Peters, degenerate market indeed, my friend. How are they running all-time highs with no volume bots during the overnight session? Come on. Now we just need like an Asia news drop and it just stops us all out. That's all we need right now. That's all we need right now is some Asia news. Japan's Bank of God knows where figured something out new, and the market just rallies tonight. Yusuf, you have a question, brother? Yeah, please. For everybody else, welcome to the stream. Do me a favor, help me out with the YouTube algo if you're enjoying the content. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. Tonight, we're question of the night. How is the market continuing to pump above all-time highs with low volume, no volume, bots mainly trading at night, and somehow we're running this. So if you got some insider information, please feel free to come down to the chat. Share your insights. Looks like a lot of us are going to get stopped out trying to fade the bulls tonight, but we'll see. Miami in the house. Robert Seen waiting for the all-time high to be surpassed. Yeah, man, I get it. Look, there's a pivot point at 435. I get it. The question is how and why can they run all-time highs with no volume? Mainly bots trading tonight or at night. Crazy. But yes, shorts are cheaper right now, so I'm giving myself the pivot point. And we'll probably just watch the bulls run this tonight in front of us and stop us all out. Well, at least everybody who's short. SW8. Okay, you're long. I like it. He's long right now with a wide stop loss, and it's cheaper. Okay, hey, I get it. Market's moving up. I don't blame you. And if you're up in the branches up there, don't be afraid to come down and say you're long. Doesn't matter if you're fading me. It's a trading community. Feel free to come down, share your thoughts on why the market continues to rally, why you're in a long, or if you're in a short, come join the short team. Yusuf, question. I am trading 2 straight to funded accounts with Tradeify today. I noticed that I was short one NQ on one account and long on the other. That is my first time doing it. I was in it for 15 minutes. Oh, I would wait for them to deny a payment. In other words, I would not offer it up to them, right? You did it inadvertently. You didn't do it on purpose. Wait till you get to payout, request your payout, and then determine if they send you timestamps of when you were hedging, because that's what it's called. When you were potentially hedging, then just respond politely. Oh, after reviewing it, I do realize I was not on purpose. When I finally realized that I was in a hedged position, I closed it immediately. My apologies. Please approve the payout. But until that, don't offer it up. In a trade, 2 MNQ at 411, target 481. Oh man, you're going for the moon. All right. Listen, if it goes to all-time high, I'm gonna celebrate with everyone who's in a long. I got nothing against you guys. I'm just baffled how this thing continues to push. Yeah, it has Robert, you're absolutely right. It has not been able to push below 425 other than this little flush at power hour. I finally got my trade. I was so frustrated this morning. Finally got my winning trade for the day there. But this was it for pullback in the morning session. 50 points. That's all we got today. Couple times, but that was it. 50 points max. We're still not seeing 100 point, 150 point pullback. Nope. Chicago, Joji, short as well. All right, so we got a couple longs in the house, a couple shorts. If you're long and you're up in the branches, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to come down and say you're fading me. This is not what this is about. The market is always going to have opposing positions, so feel free to come down, join the conversation. I'm just, at this point, done with all-time highs. Come on, enough already. Flush this thing. Enough. But just when you think they can't push any higher, they push higher. No question about it. And they have not given up any substantial pullback. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Unfreaking believable. What is the current all-time high anyways? 425? Trade it's at least going to either 24,000. Oh, look at this. Going after my stop. Wow. All right, that's the pivot point right there. Let's see if it rejects at the pivot point or blasts through pivot point. To the moon. Look at these damn bulls tonight. So I take it some of you guys just got stopped out. Tiger, I am on a mini. I got tired of trading micros during the Asia. So now I'm trading minis. I'm still short. I'm debating. I'm debating to whether to give this more room or just keep it a tight stop at 440 where I have it. Let me not get stopped out. Let me put this at 440 for mental peace. There we go. But if they don't pull it back here, there's no reason to think that I won't get stopped out. Unfreaking believable. Where are they getting the volume for this? So that's all-time high now, right? That's the new all-time high, 433, at least for now. Huh. All right, so they're gonna run it tonight, and at that point, I don't know. I gotta wait for a pullback if I'm gonna try to long this now. Diego Peña, that wick stopped me out way above my stop loss. Damn. Yeah, it's we're trading against the trend, right? It was the cheaper trade. Doesn't mean it's gonna play out just because it's the cheaper trade. It's just if it works in your favor, it's a juicy trade. But they're gonna run it tonight. It don't matter. Here they go. Hi gamer, brother, you're going for a long too, huh? All right, the longs are starting to pile up. I want to know where the volume for this move is coming from. But while we watch me get stopped out, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe if you're enjoying the content. We got a couple shorts that got stopped out. I'm going to get stopped out pretty soon, trying to fade a bull run. Still can't believe it. I can't see how these bulls, where's the volume coming from and how are they doing this in the overnight session? Sonny, what just happened? We're going to the moon, brother. We're going to the moon. Hi, gamer. Nah, brother. You know that I don't care about that stuff. If you guys are short, if you guys are long, we got some shorts in the house. We got longs in the house. Doesn't matter if you're fading me. That's how the market works. Makes it more fun for the stream, too. Some are long, some are short. Some lose, some win. What it's all about. Yeah, Apex 90% sale going on right now. I bought some more Apex. Those 150Ks are 30 bucks. That's crazy. So yeah, Apex is 90% off. If you guys trade Apex, you can use that code JCDT. I even got some as soon as I found out. If it wasn't because of iGamer, honestly, I didn't even know. I had not checked X or Twitter. So thanks for the news there, iGamer. Go straight to funded. Where'd you enter at? Volatile Viper. Apex sucks. 90% off is overhyped. They need to lower activation fees to be competitive with other prop firms. I agree. But it's not as bad as Bulenox. I trade 150Ks, And I remember the first time I passed the 150K on Bulenox, I was all happy. And then all of a sudden, activation fee is $459. Activation fee on a Bulenox 150K. Go straight to funded, 414. Yeah, we're all hurting today. I'm 420. I'm only 6 points above you. But I got a hard stop at 440. If they're going to run that pivot point, they're going to run the pivot point. These damn bulls with their stair stepping. All they do is these little grinds up. Little like 1 or 2 points up. 1 or 2 points up. And 1 hour later, they're 60 points up. Volatile Viper, yeah, man. I was treating that account like it was gold, and I still blew it. Oh, man. Robert, there's a large sell order at 455. All right, well, I'll be stopped out by then. Can't give it more drawdown. If they're going to run this to 500, I'm going to have to wait for a pullback and then hop on a long. Josh, NQ needs to hold above 23,432 or it may not hold. All right. I like your thinking. So, well, yeah, that's the pivot point. 430 is the pivot point. That's where you saw the wick. It wicked right to the pivot point and it got initial rejection at that pivot point. Question is, are the moving averages gonna hold like they have all day and continue to push up? If we're not able to flush below the 9, then forget it. I mean, this is just going to continue to push up. But you're right. The 430 wick, that wick that we just saw pushed right to the pivot point, and we got the wick right back down. But if they can't push below the 9 and the 20, there's no reason to expect this thing to come down anytime soon. So I agree with you on that. Look at this grind up, man. This is freaking annoying. This is 1-2 points up. And by the time you look at it again, it's like 60 points up. Insanity. Chris, this is NQ September, NQU contract. The pricing should match though. All right, let's see if we can flush. Pricing needs to establish itself below the 9 and the 20 for a potential pullback to start play. If we just bounce at these moving averages, the 9 and the 20, then I don't know, man. Not looking good. Not looking good. Wishful thinking, especially with that pop. That pop was no joke. Well, welcome to the stream to everyone. Do me a favor, if you're up in the branches, tuned in, feel free to stop by the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from. Are you short? Are you long? Don't be afraid to say you're fading me. No harm feelings at all. That's what makes it fun and interesting. Having some of us on longs, some of us on shorts. As long as there's a reason or strategy, that's what it's all about. Shark, I'm with you, man. I'm in red myself. Well, let's see if we can get a flush below these moving averages. There's hope. The problem obviously is momentum is not in our favor. Price action is not in our favor right now. Trend is your friend, and the bulls are in control. Other than trying to short all-time highs, bulls are in control. No question about it. JC, established below, what did you say? Sorry. So I'm looking at the 9 and the 20, 9 EMA and the 20 SMA, which is the blue line and that purple line where price is hovering around right now. If we can start to position below those moving averages, then we potentially have the pullback, right? Because you have the 200 SMA around 407. If the moving averages continue to provide support like they have, right? If you look at the blue line, support, support, there has been no flush, significant flush below the 9 and the 20 since the open, Globex open. So until we see that, and until we see some curling of those moving averages, bulls are in control and they're going to move this up. Bears, I don't know where the Bears are. They've been no-show for weeks now. Anybody know where the Bears at? Anybody? It's like, just don't short NQ for the last 2-3 weeks. Don't short NQ. Just don't. Chart trends. I think you did the right thing. If you took that loss and you locked it, you're a smart man. Like I said, this is going to be my only trade for the night. If I get stopped out, then I'm doing the same thing. I'll take the loss. It'll be about $400 loss. And I guess you guys will be hearing me yap away for the rest of the night. Unless we see like momentum or some tweet that you gotta hop on, that'll be it. John, you think this is a short? Well, let's hope, man. Let's hope. Because the Bears have not shown up. Anybody know where the Bears at? Bears have been missing for days. The Bulls just keep running this damn thing. Slow grinds. I got caught this morning just staring at a slow grind. And it went up like 70, 80 points. And I'm just staring at it. Dit-dit, 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 dit-dit. Unbelievable. $100 lot. I got a $9,900 Bulenox payout in 50K had since March 1st. Well, good for you, man. Oh, denied for flipping. Yeah, I've heard that. They're starting to deny for flipping. And it's not your typical flipping rule, right? What they're saying is, let's say your average per day is $600 a day. And then all of a sudden you have a day with $100. Technically, that's not flipping. But they're saying is you have to have all your profit days within the same average. You can't have discrepancies now in like a $1,000 day and a $100 day. They're calling that flipping. I don't agree with it, but listen, their house, their rules. Yeah, 100 lot. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's frustrating. I've been hearing about those denials. MP, I am in a short. A couple of us are in shorts right now. There's a couple of us on, not us, a couple of traders on a stream in longs, but I'm in a short. I took the cheaper trade and doesn't look like it's going to play out in my favor. John, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate anybody new to the stream that is tuned in, participating in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, starting a little trading community here, so feel free to come on down if you're up there in the branches. Let us know where you're tuned in from. If you're short, you're long, don't worry if you're fading me. That's what it's all about. Different ideas, different strategies. No ego here. John. Georgia. Georgia in the house. You know, I think that's one of those states that I have not been to, even for work. Even though I traveled a lot for work, I don't think I've been in Georgia. I wonder if I've been in Atlanta at least as a layover. I don't think I've been in Georgia. Stanley, Alabama's in the house. Let's go. Goddamn Bears can't make a show. What happened to Bears take the elevator down? I mean, we haven't seen a decent elevator in weeks. Chris, take a look at Halcyon Trader Funding. Never heard of them. Halcyon. Let's take a look. Well, it looks like we got some time before I get stopped out. So, Halcyon Trader Funding. God, there's all these little prop firms coming up that I have never heard of. So let me share this. Halcyon Trader Funding. I've never heard of them. This is a futures prop firm. No consistency rule, no daily loss limit, scale into position, DCA allowed, no minimum trading days. You get eval accounts, you got funded accounts. So I guess these are straight to funded. A 150K for $8.99. God damn. I get it straight to funded, but god damn. No discount? And you can trade TradingView, Rhythmic, Quantower. And I guess for the live accounts they use Iron Beam. Okay. I've never used Iron Beam. I only trade on Interactive Broker. My personal account's on Interactive Brokers, but cool. I'll bookmark it and take a look at it a little more in depth. Calhoun, Georgia. Look at that. You got the some Southern hospitality in the house tonight. Do we have any Southern Belles in the house tonight, though? That's the question. Too bad, ladies, female traders. Not many female traders out there. I did my I take a look at my YouTube analytics, the demographics. I 98 or 99% male. Very few female traders. Chris, pronounce Halcyon. Okay. Halcyon. Okay. Gotcha, brother. Halcyon. Halcyon Trader Funding. Got it. John, if I'm paid enough, I'll be a Southern Belle. Got it, Chris. So if you guys want to do Halcyon Trader Funding, you guys can use code WIN. All right. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard of them. I'll take a look at it off stream. Chris, man, yeah, good to know. I'll take a look at them. I'm curious to see how long they've been doing futures and all that good stuff. Like I said, don't mind me. It's just ignorance on my side. I've never heard of them. Oregon in the building. Hello. Where's California? We got a couple of Californians in the house. All right, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? No flush, no pump, just hanging out. So I got an interesting story about Oregon. With my job, I travel to is it Bend, Oregon? Where's Saxon's Fine Jewelers? Hold on. Yes, Bend. So I had to be in Bend, Oregon. I want to say last year around January. And I booked my flight from Phoenix. I forgot if it was a direct flight or maybe like a regional. Anyways, my destination was Bend. And I got a notification from American Airlines that the flight was canceled and to call them to reschedule or rebook. So I called up American Airlines. Mind you, I don't travel that much to Oregon. I wasn't really paying attention. So the ticket agent or the travel agent goes, we can send you to Eugene, and from there it's about 45 minutes. You can get a rental and get to Bend, Oregon. So I was like, all right, what time do I land? Oh, you're going to land around 9 p.m. and you'll be fine. You should get to Bend within an hour. So I didn't pay close attention. I just booked it, hopped on a flight, and landed in Eugene. In my mind, I'm in Eugene, Oregon. I land, I take a look at Waze, and I'm like, all right, let's see how far I am from Bend, Oregon. 3 hours. I'm like, no way, maybe there's traffic. So I check maps. I did all the apps. I'm like, there's no way I'm 3 hours away. So I ended up having to get a rental, drive through a freaking blizzard. The drive from Eugene to Bend, you have cliffs. There's no guardrails on these roads. It's cliffs. You're literally driving and you look over and it's a freaking cliff right there with no guardrail, nothing. So I'm driving through this damn blizzard to get to Bend, Oregon. I arrive in Bend like at 3 o'clock in the morning for an 8 a.m. 8 a.m. meeting. Never again, my friends, never again. But Bend, Oregon is beautiful. I had some great dinner out there, great hospitality. Loved Bend. Anyways, that's my story with Oregon. Yeah, Eugene to Bend in a rental during a blizzard. And as I'm driving, you got these signs, put your chains on. So you can imagine what I was driving through. And literally, like, I'm telling you, there's cliffs. Yeah, other JC. Listen, I lived in Studio City for quite some time before I moved to Arizona. I know the cliffs and the mountains uh, in California. I'm talking about cliffs without guardrails. Yeah, right? Literally, you just drive off. God damn bulls, you're gonna stop me out. All right, if although everybody who's in a short right now, I think we're gonna have to eat the stop tonight. They're riding this. I don't know with what volume and with what premise, but they're riding this tonight. Ooh, we got news? Is news gonna save me tonight? Iran is closing the strait. Hold on. Financial juice? That could be our savior for tonight. If Iran's gonna close it, let's hop on the news. When in doubt, the news will save you. I don't see anything yet on Iran. Um, who wrote that on Iran? Charlie, you're gonna have to confirm with us. But yes, if they shut the Strait of Hormuz, I get it with the oil for sure. They've been threatening to close that strait for a while, so we'll see. You're saying that news just came out right now? By the way, good evening, Charlie Guard. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for sharing the update on the news. Let's take a look at Nikki, my new Nikki. For those of you that are asking what the hell is Nikki, it's my nickname for Nikkei. Oh my God, what is this? All over the place. All right, so Nikki's all over the place. And this goddamn channel is playing to a T, so it's only a matter of time before I get stopped out. Yusuf, you're in Oregon as well. Look at this. We got these we got little like populations of each state. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Do me a favor, if you're new to the stream, Feel free to come down. I get it. The branches are safe. Don't be shy. You can come down and say hello. We're in the chat. Feel free to let us know where you're tuned in from. Are you short? Are you long? Are you flat? If you're fading me, you're not hurting my feelings. It just makes it more interesting. So feel free to let us know if you're in a long. Smash that like, smash that subscribe. That does help me with the YouTube algo. Nicolas Gomez from Paris. Welcome to the stream. Gabe, 4-lot longs. All right. You got a couple longs in here. I think you guys are gonna win it. At this point, I have to accept I'm wrong. I think at this point the longs are gonna take it. John Lowe is in a long as well, Minnesota with tight stop. I think you guys have it. I got to be honest with you. I'm just fed up with all-time highs, and they just keep running this further up. Doesn't matter if you're frustrated with all-time highs; they're not going to flush them. Gabe, 450 is incoming. I agree with you, man. I think they're going to run this up to 500 tonight. No question about it. There is no indication of a pullback. Absolutely none. The bears are like on vacation. Bears are in the Hamptons. $100 lot. I would love that pullback for a pullback. I may have to get a relief pullback to just get out of this position. But I'll let the stop play at this point. I mean, it is what it is. You got to stick to your trade. Win, lose, or draw. Trader Higgs, good evening. Good evening to everyone. Minnesota. See, we got these like little populations of each state. We got Minnesota. We got Oregon, we got Georgia, we got California. It's like every state has a little group. Jamie, Pennsylvania in the house. Welcome to the stream. Well, I'm glad everybody's, taking the first step, taking the courage to come down to the chat. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to the stream. I live stream every night now, Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And my main trading happens, though, New York session, 9:15 a.m. Win, lose, or draw, you'll see it here. Tonight, it looks like we're going to walk out with an L, trying to fade these bulls, trying to fade all-time highs, and not happening. No fade, nothing. They just keep running this. And the funny thing is, I'm looking at the channel. The channel is being respected. 10 Wozy. It looks like they're going to run it tonight. Don't ask me on what volume or how they can run all-time highs with no volume during the overnight, but they're doing it. They're doing it. And they've done it a couple times in the last 2 weeks. So welcome everyone to the stream. If you're new, do me a favor, help me out with the likes. Just smash that like button. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post content. Today I'm in a short. A couple of us are in shorts, but I think we're in trouble. No volume. Bot trading, and they're running all-time highs. Crazy. But they've done it a couple times in the last 2 weeks. Overnight high being set during the overnight session. It is the cheaper trade, but the cheaper trade doesn't mean it doesn't come with a stop. And that channel is being respected to the T. Literally, they're not allowing any, they're not giving us any indication of a failed channel anytime soon. So I might as well draw it to infinity, and we'll just watch how they ride this tonight. Oh. Why is my copy and paste not working today? There we go. Oh boy. Diego is all I want is a return to VWAP. Just give us the pullback to 4. Where's VWAP? VWAP's at 412, 411. Just give us the pullback to 411. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to get out of this channel. They have not gotten out of the channel for the last 3 hours. They refuse to give it up. We're going to have to email Tori and ask her, when does the trend line get broken? Oh, man. Well, let's hope tomorrow is a Friday sell-off. I'd love to take a nice short, but bulls, man, it's a bulls parade for weeks, man. There's just, bears are nowhere to be seen. Olu NQ just put us out of our misery already. We are all on death row execution. That's inevitable. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm keeping the stop there just to stick with the trade, but doesn't look good for me right now, or for anybody that's in a short. Best DJ in town, JC. I know when NQ will break the trend line. As soon as I touch the bottom line and I go long. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. All right, guys. If you haven't done so and you're enjoying the content, please help me out with those likes. Smash that like. Doesn't hurt my feelings if I get stopped out and everybody just hits the like button. Goddamn bulls, man. Where the hell are they getting the volume for this? Does not make any sense. Here goes the pop. They're popping this. They're going to pop it. 10-point pop incoming. They're going to pop the pivot point. They're about to pop it. anybody in a short right now, we're all gonna get stopped out. Unless you're putting a stop up at 480, we're all getting stopped right now. This is the pop above the pivot point. They're popping that pivot point, no question. Game over. But this is insane that they're able to hold all-time highs like this without volume. Pretty impressive. The market is resilient. Here comes the pop of that pivot. All right, shorts, I think this is it for us. Sonny, your stop is 442. I'm at 440. But I don't think there's any hope to this. They're running that pivot point, and usually pivot point runs are at least 20, 30 points from there. They'll exaggerate the push. They'll exaggerate the push above that pivot point at least 20 points. So I think game over for the Bears on this move. Diego Peña, 700 down. Jamie, 250. Listen, I'm going to be down $400. I'm with you guys, so don't feel bad. It was the cheaper trade, right? We got to convince ourselves that it was the cheaper trade. Short in the top was the cheaper trade. Oy vey. John, 1280 down. Yeah, man, it's still a cheaper trade. Listen, they're gonna run this up, but my question is on what? How are they running this up right now? There's just no significant pullback. When they start grinding in this, one thing I've learned with this price action, when the bulls start grinding like this to the upside, very minimal pullbacks. It's like it's the most deceiving price action. But it's impressive how they do it. $100 lot, no pullback to VWAP? I don't think so, man. Not tonight. I don't think so. At least not for a while. Not for a while. Stealth, yeah, I mean, listen, it's overnight trading. Nothing against the overnight session, but overnight session, there's no volume. It's all algos. It's all bots. It's crazy how they can move price through bots. Through all-time highs. That's my question. How do you run all-time highs on bots? Crazy. All right, stop. 6 points away from a stop. I'll be about 450 down, 450 loss there. Jamie's about to push a stop. Oh man, as much as I want to push my stop, I think the stop would have to be at 480 before we see any pullback. Just ain't happening tonight. Just not happening anytime soon. $500 looks like it's going to be the next set along. Give yourself a wide stop, go to bed, and wake up around 500 tonight. Shark trends tomorrow. I think it's going to happen tonight, brother. Based on this price action with no pullback, no significant pullback, you know how bullish that is? It's one thing to see, you know, a significant pullback, and then you're like, all right, we'll hop on. This is like bulls are in control with no pullbacks. Significant pullback. And they did it this morning as well. They did the same thing. I was caught just looking at it with a deer, like a deer in headlights, just watching price stair step, 2 points up, 2 points up, 2 points up, 2 points up. Hour later, they're 60 points up. Crash out or crash out. It's about to pull back now. Chill. Let's hope. Let's hope. This is the move we're all waiting for. But if it respects that channel, you guys can call Tori Trades and she'll tell you it's going to respect the trend line. Told ya. It's going to respect the trend line. That trend line holds. Gotta listen to Tori Trades, guys. Oh, I'll be damned. I think this is the first time I hit 100 concurrent viewers. Oh, man. Thank you. Appreciate you all for tuning in to this crazy stream. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Let me type this in. I got actually happy. 100. Thank you. Hold on. This is, I don't care about the stop now. I can get stopped out. Thank you, everyone, for helping. Hold on. Helping me get to 100 viewers. Appreciate you all. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. If anybody's new to the stream, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Today we're battling these bulls. I think they got the edge. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. It all depends on that trend line and if Tori Trades is right. Guerra DTM, first time here. What's up? What's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. We're battling some bulls tonight and getting spanked. Bears not showing up. 10. Wish I never woke up today on time and missed trading. I've had those days. I've had days where I should have just stayed in bed. I've had days that I wake up, I'm not feeling it. You know when you wake up and you're like, today's not the day, but you still turn on the damn computer and trade and it goes bad? I've had those days for sure. So don't feel bad. It's part of the trading. We've all been there. We've all been there. Riss. No, I got nothing against Tori, actually. I just teased about Tori's trend line. Tori's a great trader, great content creator. I just tease her here on the stream every now and then, but nothing negative against her in any way, ever. Nothing but respect, actually, for Tori. Nicholas, I'm not saying my Fibonacci retracement is accurate, but it's consistently predicting my future losses with eerie precision. Yeah, man. When you look at that 23, the 36, and the 50, and you're in the wrong direction, I get it. I know how those fibs can work against you. Attila, NQ has been trending up since the morning. Yeah, man. All day. No pullback. That's what we've been saying. That's why we're trying to short this. It's goddamn time for a pullback. But we're not getting it. Skinny Vic, hello from France. It's 4:30 a.m. here. I haven't slept yet. Wow. All right, brother. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Trader Higgs, I think you got me, brother. I think there's a little bit of strategy in mentioning Tory trades on this stream. You may be very right. Not denying. But as go straight to funded, very lighthearted humor. I got nothing but love for Tory. Trust me, nothing but love. Crash out or cash out? I hope you're right, brother, because I only got 9 points left of this trade before I get stopped out. I hope you're right. Skinny Vic, it's been a long night still waiting for a pullback. It's been a long day waiting for a pullback, brother. These bulls, man, relentless. Insanity how resilient this market is. Now my stop is in the channel, which means I gotta move my stop. Ooh, that's mistake number one right there. Don't move your stop. Well, good evening. Good evening to everybody. Good morning for some of you, especially overseas. Good morning to some of you. Good evening to most of you. Good night to most of you. Welcome to the stream. If you haven't done so, help me out with the YouTube algo. Smash that like. Smash that subscribe. I live stream every night, Monday through Thursday. Don't ask me for Sunday. Give me a break. I want to enjoy my family on a Sunday. Sunday, I won't live stream the Asia. But Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And I also do New York, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Look at this, man. It's respecting that trend. It's respecting the channel. What can you do? If it doesn't flush, we're done. We're cooked. But yes, although my stop now, because of how long it's been drifting here, my stop is now in the channel, which is not what I want, but I'm not moving it. I'm sticking to the plan. Bulls are in control. I'm not taking more drawdown on this trade. So it's either they pull back or they go to the moon, and that'll be the trade of the night. Skinny Vic, I'm waiting for current year high to be swept and go low for liquidity, but now it's just sustaining up here. Yeah, man, it's we had 2 weeks of consolidation between, what was it, 22,800 and 23,100. Literally 2 weeks just consolidating 22,800, 23,100. And then when it finally exploded, now we're hovering up here and it's not giving it up. So there could be a lot more to this in the next couple of days based on that 2.5 week consolidation between 22,008 and 23,100. Knowledge seeker, I agree with you, man. I'm in a short, but I'm not denying that bulls are going to run this tonight at this point. The pullback should have happened a while ago. I think at this point, 500 will probably happen while we're sleeping, or while some of you are trading, I'll probably wake up tomorrow to 23.5. And then the question is it going to be a Friday of continuation? In other words, the New York session, are we going to continue all-time highs, or are we finally going to take a Friday sell-off? So it'll be tricky trading the Open, the New York Open. We'll see. Carl just turned the chart upside down, guys. Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do. Isn't there a way of doing that with TradingView with an exclamation point? Isn't there a way of looking at an inverse chart? It's called an inverse chart. I thought you could do that. I know you could do it with options. I did it with options before. But I'm not sure if you can do it with futures with the exclamation and just flip. It gives you the inverse chart. Does anybody know with futures if you can see an inverse chart on TradingView? Let's ask Google. NDXS3 is the inverse. Let's try this out. Hold on. NDXX3. That didn't work. NDXS3. Google just lied to me. Oh no, it is working. Hold on. NQ inverse. Here we go. No, it doesn't work. All right, I'll look it up another day. But I know there is a way of looking at an inverse chart. Knowledge Seeker, click settings button and read inverse scale. Okay, there you go. So there is a way. Carl just turned the chart upside down. All right, we're breaking out of that channel. Oh, maybe if I draw the channel a little more accurately, it'll be bad news. All right, let's give it that. Ooh, maybe we will get a pullback to 411 for VWAP. Then I got to decide, get out of this or stay. 100 lot. No, I don't trade prop shop. I'm coming very close to trading prop shop. One of the guys in my community, iGamer, has confirmed 3 payouts with prop shop. So I think at this point, I'm going to buy a couple of accounts there. They allow 20. So I'm going to start building prop shop pretty soon. But as of right now, no. 100 lot, yes. Like I said, one of the guys in my community in Discord, he's gotten 3 payouts now from Prop Shop. So I have not traded them yet, but they're on my list. All right, guys. I don't know. The trend line's breaking. What? 90%? All right, let me write that down because I love discounts. 90%? Holy shit. Let me write that down so tomorrow I open Prop Shop Trader. Thank you for sharing that, by the way, 100 lot. All right, let's go. Maybe shorts. Maybe we might be alive today, shorts. Based on momentum, I'm not adding to this. They still haven't broken that channel, and all day they have been respecting these ascending channels to the point that you should not even mess with it. That's how brutal these bulls have been in their channels. They just don't give it up. Jamie, can you give your thoughts on trading Fridays? Fridays I've been cursed by Fridays lately. I think it's out of the last 4 Fridays, it's been 50-50, I think. Two losses, 2 wins, 1 brutal loss. Fridays lately, I'm cursed. I don't know what to say. But it's no different. I mean, it's not like it moves differently. It's just probably in your mind, my mind at least. But I've been struggling. Like I said, I've had a 50-50 on the last 4 Fridays, but one of those Fridays was brutal. I don't know what it is. I personally think it's just mental. You wake up, you're like, oh, it's Friday. Fridays are not my best days, and then you go in and make it another bad day. So tomorrow, hopefully I get some good sleep, load up on some coffee, and just ignore that it's Friday. That's the plan. If you make it a big deal in your head, it's going to be a big deal. But I honestly don't think there's a difference in the price action or anything different on Fridays. I think most people, it's in your head. You've either had a green week and you want to close green, but you want to trade the Friday. In other words, you don't want to skip trading Friday. So you want to come in and quickly get some profit and walk out, but you put yourself in bad situation. Personally, I think it's mental. I don't think that Fridays are any different. It's just a mental thing. You want to keep your profits for the week and just go in and out quickly and call it a day or call it a week, and then you end up causing some trouble. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll approach it as, who cares what day it is, just trade. Crash out or cash out. Brother, I'm listening to you, man. Let's go. You're talking to the trading gods and you're saying we're going to see light at the end of this tunnel as a short. I'll listen to what benefits me. Keep talking, brother. That's what benefits me right now. Short. We need this to go down a little bit. Sanjeev Viswanath. Alternative shortcut. Desktop and mobile. You can also use keyboard and shortcut. Yeah, I appreciate you. I think it's going to be Alt and I, and you quickly inverse the chart. So I appreciate you guys. Sean Garcia, I am short already. I'm in the red. A couple of us are in the red right now. Good evening to everybody. Some new names. Caesar Trading, welcome to the stream. Sanjeev, welcome. 100 lot. We've been chatting already. Kari, is it Kari or no? Carl, yeah. Knowledge Seeker, a couple new names. So thank you for coming down. I know it's fun to hang out up in the branches, but don't be shy. Come on down, chat. Doesn't matter if you're fading me. We got a couple longs tonight. Some of you are in longs, some of you are in shorts. Doesn't matter. Sean, what's the reason for the short? So at the time, I was shorting all-time highs. We just pushed above all-time highs. So the thinking at the time was we were going to get a stronger pullback at all-time highs. Unfortunately, price has pushed above. So we'll see if the short lives. It is breaking out of a channel right now, an ascending channel that it's been in for the last 3 hours. Let's see if we get continuation on that breakdown, and maybe there's life to the short. We do have some support levels that it'll hit. You got VWAP at 4 something now. VWAP is slowly creeping up. VWAP is at 412, 413. So even on this pullback, there's some resistance support that it's going to encounter for a potential bounce. You got the 200 SMA right here, this red line. 200 SMA is at 420, so got ways to go if there's a pullback. iGamer closing his long. Good stuff, brother. I'll see you in the morning. Team Massive, welcome to the stream. Sean Garcia, Caesar Trading, a lot of new folks. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, Team Massive. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed tonight. Like I said, I live stream every day now, Monday through Thursday, for the late Asia session, 9:15 p.m. And I do a New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern every day. I won't hop on Sundays. Sundays I won't do the Asia. That's my time for the family. But I'll do it Monday through Thursday. All right, still unable to get out of that channel. Looks like it wants to go right back in. And if it goes right back in, look at where my stop is at this point, right in the middle of a channel. So if it goes back into the channel, it'll stop me out, and I'm not moving the stop. Stop stays. If it is what it is. Seven minutes for that 1 hour candle. All right, you guys are talking about this 1 hour candle. I want to see the fireworks. I'll wait for 7 minutes. That's the last little bit of hope I got for this trade. We'll wait. Well, while we're waiting for that 1 hour candle, that juicy 1 hour candle everyone's talking about, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I live stream now every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern and 9:15 a.m. for the New York session, Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday for Asia, Monday through Friday for New York. All right, let's go. First, see if we can get at least a VWAP and then decide what we're going to do. 412 VWAP. Let's see if we can get that 412. You got 200 SMA here. It has not given up the 200 SMA all night. Nick, if you were a girl, I wouldn't mind visiting Paris. That's the problem with the trading community, guys. I don't think we have any female traders tuned in. I don't think there are that many female traders, period. So we're trying to make this a dating community. I don't know if that's going to work. Very few female traders in futures. All right, here we go. Let's first test here, 200 SMA. Is it going to simply bounce at the 200, or are we finally going to get a flush below the 200? Risk. Oh, wait a minute. Risk? Female? Oh, okay, Risk. Welcome. Well, I'm happy. I think you are the first female viewer of this stream. So I appreciate you. We need more ladies. We need more ladies to participate. So welcome to the stream. Nicholas, trading is like dating. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you're just left wondering what just happened. Yep. Been there, done that. How many times have you guys lost big? And then you just go to the sofa or the bed and just stare at the ceiling for like an hour. What the hell did I just do? I can never do that again. I know better. It's never going to happen. Been there, my friend. Been there. All right, let's get this pullback. But I don't know, man. Look at the 5-minute oscillators. This could be it for the pullback. Oh, no. This literally could be it. It has not been able to flush below 200 since New York session, right? Yeah. This could be it. Look at the oscillators on the 5-minute. Not looking good. Full reset right there. Knowledge Seeker, your TP hit. You were smart. You entered higher. I'm barely barely breaking even here. All right, that's that 1 hour candle, right? This is what you guys have been talking about. That's my alarm. I'm counting on you guys. All right, the 1 hour candle, no fireworks. We'd like to thank everybody who came to show up for the 1 hour candle. Unfortunately, the fireworks did not start. That's it for tonight. That's your 1 hour candle close. Rise, risks, I'm sorry. I was up every day this week after starting a new strategy. Over 10K in 3 days made across 3 accounts, and went ahead and didn't follow my rules today and came close to losing it all. We've all been there. Strategies, whatever your strategy, I guarantee you that your strategy works 100% of the time if you stop breaking the rules. When I lose, it's because I broke the rules. I got into emotional trading. I didn't execute on a trade because, I don't know, I was afraid. It didn't look right. I can't do that. Well, the strategy says execute, enter. You don't execute and enter on your strategy, and you're just kind of doing it on and off, it's going to fail. But as far as losing, welcome to the club. There's going to be losses in this game. There's going to be tough losses. There's going to be gut-wrenching losses. But at the same time, those are the losses that make you a better trader. I 100% agree on that. Yeah, look at this. 200, perfect 200 SMA bounce. Oh, perfect 200 SMA bounce. And as traders, that's how we grow over time, is you got to learn from those lessons and slowly build more discipline into your trading. The less you let the human factor get involved in your trading, the better, but it's easier said than done. I missed a banger trade this morning. I had to walk out of the stream. Literally, this morning, had the perfect entry. News was about to hit in 5 minutes, so I told myself, get out, go flat before the news. Well, what ended up happening, it was like a 40, 50 point ripper, 4 1-minute candles. I would have ended my day in like 15 minutes after the open, and I walked out. That's how pissed off I was. It was frustrating. I walked out. I knew that the tilt was going to kick in. I had to get out of the house, walk out. This is live on the stream. So I walked out for like 5-10 minutes, came back, didn't take trades. At that point, I was just like a deer in headlights. I know myself at that point. When you get to that, it's the emotions, they kick in, and you got to learn to control it. Otherwise, you go on tilt. I knew that was my tilt. I call it the tilt indicator. There's certain situations that happen in trading that trigger tilt. You got to learn to find those triggers. Be careful with them, because those are the ones where let's say, I don't know, you got a 50K account, you have $3,000 drawdown. I trade mainly 150Ks, but let's say it's a 50K. Those are the days that, let's say you had a bad trade and you're down $1,500. You take another trade and you're down now $2,000. Tilt starts telling you, well, you got $1,000 left. Either blow it or save it. Go all in. Right? That's not following the strategy. That's emotional trading. That's allowing yourself to get into tilt. That's allowing the revenge trading. We've all been there. I've been there. That's why I try to control it. I've had to walk out just because I know that the next move will be a bad move. Nicholas, mental health is more important than wallet health. Yeah, it's a big mental game. I don't sleep well, I don't trade. Period. If I haven't had a good night's sleep, don't even show up. My loss days, I mean, I've journaled this. Literally, when I have a loss, I'll put the reasons in the journal, and then I'll write how many hours of sleep I slept, or if I was even feeling well. My tilt indicator is sleep. Sleep 100%. If you're not sharp, if you're not ready to trade, don't do it to yourself. Sleep is the biggest, is my tilt indicator. I call it the tilt indicator. Sleep. MP 420 pullback. The 420, yeah, but we wanted more. We wanted a little more. That VWAP touch. But I guess that's all we're going to get tonight. That's probably the furthest pullback, and now they're bouncing it at the 200 SMA, and it's the moon after this. So as soon as I saw the oscillators on the 5-minute when it hit 420, I was like, it ain't going further than this. That was a full reset on the 5-minute. So we'll see if there's any hope for a stronger pullback, but bulls are holding all-time highs like it's nothing. Yeah, that barely got me to break even. So risks. Well, you still got to stick to your trade, right? I still have a trade that you got to let the trade play out. Otherwise, you get in the habit of, oh, well, the market's changing now. I'm going to close here and I'm going to go long. You start getting in those habits. No, I got to trade. I got to stop. It is the cheaper trade. Let's say this starts to play down. I'm risking, what, 20 points for a potential 60-point play? I don't think it's going to happen at this point. The bulls are in control, but you still got to let the trade play out. Otherwise, you get in the habit of cutting trades, changing directions. Yeah, that 200 SMA is playing to the T. Risk, yes. So if I get stopped out up there, I'll probably have to wait for the next pullback. If there is a pullback, we haven't seen a real pullback in quite some time. And I guess, the bulls want 500 tonight. Find a way to participate. At that point, I'll probably just leave a long and I'll probably just do micros. Put a stop and go to bed. If I wake up in the red or I wake up in the green, one of the two. Attila. ES is pushing. All right, so if ES and NQ are pushing, it's game over, at least for this short. I think there's a couple of us still left in shorts. I don't know if anybody else is still in a short, or did you guys stop out or close? John, just full porter, right? Just revenge trade it. Get stopped out and then go in with 5 contracts long and walk out with some beautiful green. I get it. T Massive is still in a short. Christopher closed his long on ES. Okay. Under lot on life support. Yeah, I'm 9 points away. That'll be about a $450 loss. And that'll be my only trade for the night. I think if anything, I'll wait for a pullback. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I mean, it's looking like one of those nights of getting along, put a wide stop, and wake up in some green somewhere around 500 tonight while you're sleeping. John Bergeron, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again, buddy. Stealth, nothing to be sorry about. You went on a long. Yeah, that 200 SMA probably should have been my get out of the in hindsight, right? A clear 200 SMA bounce. I was hoping to get VWAP, and I was going to decide at VWAP whether to close the trade and hop on a long, but clearly the 200 SMA was the bounce. Like I said, I was looking for a VWAP touch, and I was going to say, all right, why battle this further? Just hop on a long at VWAP, but we didn't get VWAP. Robert, what happened to Topstep? No one mentions it anymore. Well, they changed their policy or their rules. They only allow Topstep X as the only platform you can trade on with Topstep. I've never traded on Topstep X. I have no intentions of trading on Topstep X or Project X. So I think they're going to losing a lot of traders. But as long as you like Topstep X, they'll have a home for you there. But that is the only platform you can trade on Topstep. It's Topstep X. All right, bulls are pushing this. That was it for the pullback. They're on a mission tonight. Knowledge seeker, you use 2 to 3 micros because the spread is wide and erratic, moves up and down. I never use full minis. Yeah, I tried micros. I've been trying to build position with micros in the Asia session. It just hasn't worked out based on how it moves. So lately I've been trading minis. We've had some green, and today it looks like we're going to walk out with some red, but overall for the week, we'll walk out with green. I just don't like micros. I'm so used to trading minis during the New York session. But you're right. During Asia, micros are a good way to control your risk with the spreads. Attila, ES pushed its high. Okay. Well, we know that ES and NQ haven't been moving too correlated lately. I haven't watched ES today. I know last couple days ES was already at all-time highs yesterday before NQ, so we'll see. Knowledge seeker. I use MNQ. I use micros to build stop loss money for New York session. Yeah, that's the way I've been looking at the Asia session lately. Is you trade it, come into the New York with some green, and that's a little bit of a buffer on your stops. I agree. Today, though, it looks like I'm going to have to make it up tomorrow, but we have fun. We have a little bit of fun during the Asia session. Sean Garcia, thoughts on take profit? And anybody else, feel free to comment on take profit. I have nothing negative to say on take profit. They pay quick, flexible rules. They have had a little bit of customer service issues lately in terms of responses, but let's see what someone else that trades with take profit says. As far as I'm concerned, between Apex and take profit, those are my top payout props right now. Randaran, yeah, that's what NQ and ES have not been. They've been a little bit of divergence between the two. That doesn't mean that it can't realign, but ES has been ahead of NQ in terms of all-time highs. I haven't checked ES today, but I remember looking at it yesterday. Attila, they banned you for 2 years? Oh man, sorry to hear. Yeah, some people have been banned, unfortunately, from Apex. It's not cool. Knowledge Seeker, My Funded Futures. Yeah, that's another one that I don't hear anything really negative. I don't trade My Funded Futures. That's on my list. But I've heard very good things about My Funded Futures as well. Bitcoin selling down? Really? Oh, yeah. Wow. Bitcoin down. Bitcoin's on Bitcoin down 3K already. Wow. All right, looks like my stop's going to get hit, and I'll probably call it a night. And come in on a Friday with some red. Oh, I got stopped out. All right, it's over. Put me out of the misery. And watch it tank right there. All right, guys, that was it for the shorts. Who's staying in a short? if the pullback happens here, that'll be very, very funny. All right, I guess now it's wait for a pullback and hop on along. Team Massive, you're staying in on that short, huh? Wow. All right, let's see how far this pullback goes, and maybe what I'll do is I'll hop on along. Otherwise, this thing just literally stopped me out to the T, and the pullback plays from here on. Sonny, I'm in the same boat. Look at it. It literally hit my stop to the T, and now we may get the pullback. Knowledge Seeker got his profit. He's done for the day. Good job, my friend. You're right. Close that computer or laptop and call it a day. Walk out with your profit. Random. Yeah, market makers are watching. Especially prop firm stops, right? Like they would care about a prop firm stop. Oh well, it is what it is. That other JC had missed your TP by 1 Renko bar. All right, I think that's it for me tonight. Well, no, let me see if there's a way to get on a long here. Can we get a stronger pullback? Or is this just one of those nights, hop on the long and drive it to 500? Just hop on wherever, right? Is this one of those nights? Just hop on the long, don't think about it, and drive it to 500. All right, I'm going to see if there's any pullback to this. If there's no strength to this, then I'll probably hop on a long. I'll join you guys on a long. Why not? I like Riss's idea. Just set a limit order for an entry, a stop, and go to bed. I like that idea. But if it pulls back here, if the pullback starts playing out here, that's my tilt indicator. That's time to walk out. That's when you get pissed off. Eugene in the house. Welcome. Pull back to 23,480. What? 20... Can't read here. Hold on. 23,450. If this pullback literally starts playing out right now, that's my tilt indicator. That's when the fumes start coming out. Literally, if this thing drops 20, 30 points from here, forget it. Tilt indicator is in full effect. Walk out. That's when I walk out. I'd rather see it pump right now than dump. If this thing dumps, I swear to God. Tilt indicator. Jamie, so now we go short, it'll keep pumping. Knowledge seeker, you're right, man. Once you get green, walk the hell out. All right, should we do something crazy here and just hop on along? Let me see what pattern. Is there any pattern here other than that damn channel that they refuse to give up? No, let's wait. Let's wait a little bit. It's a little too preemptive. Let's wait a little bit before. Let's wait for another pullback. They want that pivot point. They're trying to push above the pivot point, but that wick is no good. That's why I'm resistant to go long right now. Team Massive, it only dumps if it breaks below 420. That would be a good way of looking at it. You got VWAP at, well, VWAP, they have to push below VWAP. VWAP's at 416. So that 415, 420 area. But so far, they've only given up the bounce at the 200 SMA. They didn't let it go any further than that, and they bounced it. Yeah, I gotta wait for the next pullback. Gotta be patient. An entry here would be chasing. Sure, it could work out, but I'm gonna chase it. Knowledge seeker, you're off to sleep. Good idea, my friend. Lock it in. Lock in those profits. All right, now it's time to wait for a pullback if I'm going to participate in a long. Otherwise, I got to let this one go. Unless I see some type of pattern other than that channel. Jamie, good night, brother. Yeah, I'm pretty close to calling it a good night as well. Knowledge Seeker, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you walked out in the green. Good stuff, brother. I'll see you hopefully next week. Have a great weekend if I don't see you in the AM. All right, I got to get some more water. I will be right back. All right. Is she dumb? Nope, not yet. Well, let's see if this moves at all and gives us another pullback. Otherwise, probably have to call it a night. Now it's completely slowed down. We can attempt another short at a higher entry. What was my entry here? 420. We're at 430, 10 points. Decisions, or just stay out until we see something. ES is pushing. Maybe I should watch ES. Oh, man. Just don't want to chase it. Oh. You guys are bad influence. Holy cow, look at ES. ES is on a rampage. Wow. You guys are making me FOMO in here on a chase trade. Ah, boy, decisions. That other JC, you're still long? Oh, wow. But you entered pretty, you had a good entry. Weren't you in like the 380s or 390s? All right, let me watch. Where is ES? Decisions, man. We're at the pivot point. I'm going to attempt another short. Stop. Oh boy, where do I want to give the stop this time? Let's try a stop at. Go straight to funded. If I get stopped out again, then I'll fire the long. Ugh. But I may go to bed. I may just leave a stop and put a TP. I'm falling asleep here. Wow, it's 8:30. Yeah. Let me say goodnight to my son. I'll be right back, guys, but I'll probably have to end the stream pretty soon. Let's go all night for London. Oh man, that means I don't. I'd have to make some money. If I make some money tonight, then I won't trade New York. Otherwise, I'm coming into New York in some red to make it up. But I'll be right back, guys. All right. Did I blow up yet? All right, not yet. All right. Yeah, I looks like I'm gonna be in the red for tomorrow, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get some pullback here. It is a pivot point. If NQ does what it needs to do, is give us a pullback on a pivot point. But I'll probably leave the stop there and go to bed. I got to figure out what TP I'm looking for. Whether it's a break-even TP or haven't decided that yet. So it's gonna be one of those. Go to bed and wake up with a bigger loss or with a little bit of green. Jacob, no, this is a eval from which eval I'm going to trade. I'm trading funded future. I'm not copy trading today. I'm only trading one account. I'm not copy trading tonight, I'd rather say. Funny, it stopped me out and literally providing a pullback. Crazy. Crazy NQ. All right, let's see if we get the pullback that I was looking for, but it's not giving much of pullbacks. If we get a flush below the 200 SMA, which is that red line, then we got hopes to hit. Where's VWAP at right now? VWAP is at 415. If it flushes below the 200, then we got a chance. That would be a pivot point rejection. And at that point, we could be looking at a stronger pullback. But it's got to blow through 200 SMA and VWAP pretty quickly. Otherwise, it's just the standard pullback on this bull run and nothing really happening in the bigger picture. Yeah, nothing going on here. Yeah, it's in a 5-minute channel that it did not flush that 5-minute channel. So bulls continue to be in control. No surprise there. Robert, you're up 197. Good stuff. Yeah, there's a 5-minute channel here that's played out. I'll keep the channel that I have on the 1 minute, but it's this trend line right here. If you can see it, it literally touched the bottom and bounced. Not good, not good. Bulls are in control. No surprise. Yeah, literally hit the bottom of this trend line on the 5-minute and bounced right back up. No good. Yeah, that freaking trend line. Literally to the T, too. Another trend line touch, but I caught it a little too late on the 5-minute. You look at, I don't want to confuse you guys, but right there, the touch. You get rid of this. There's your 5-minute perfect touch and bounce right back up. Oops. All right, my copy paste functions are not working today. Oh man. To the T. Yeah, the best bounce, the best pullback so far was this one to the 200 SMA and literally bounced right there. There's no bears. There are no bears tonight. This is bulls are in control. Robert, I had almost 400, but I sold during the pullback before losing it all. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm down 400. You're at break even, but I'm down 400. Yeah, that was a perfect touch of that channel. Not good. Not good at all. Freaking NQ. Just no bears. Absolutely no bears tonight. We got the one pullback here. And that was it. We're trying to position again above that pivot point at 435. But no rejection. At least not yet. Trading View. I use Trading View pivot points. All right, now it's slow down. Ninja Trader pivots. Well, my pivot point on my pivot point is at 435 right now. And I'm using pivot point standard on Trading View. All right. It's time to go to bed. I think I'm going to find out tomorrow if I'm in the red or in the green. Shark, you're still in that short? I thought you had stopped out for some reason. John is long 429. Yeah, I mean, bears have been not able to do anything with all-time high. We're literally just hovering at all-time high like it's nothing. Like there's no sign of resistance or anything up here. Tyson Hall, I hope everyone had a good day. Yeah, some of us were having a good day until we decided to try to short a bull run. Shark, you re-entered short or you re-entered long? Well, that's what I just did, so that makes 3 of us. Team Massive, Shark, and me. I just re-entered on a short, so I don't know. I think all of us are not believing all-time highs can hold, but the market is telling us otherwise. Not only is it going to hold, they're going to run this up tonight. 4 of us. All right, we got 4 shorts. All right, I love it. I love it. We got the contrarians. I'm a contrarian trader by nature. I still don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but it's kept me profitable. Tyson, I hit my loss limit really fast today and stopped around 10 a.m. Yeah, I missed a banger trade and I had to walk out. I didn't come back till the afternoon to actually trade. So I was up for the day, but it didn't happen until the afternoon. During the morning, I missed a really good trade and I got stuck in emotional pre-tilt. So I had to walk out. I was like a deer with headlights watching the bulls just push it up. John, break even. Hey man, that's good. If you were in the red and now you're break even, that's good. Johnny Poison is looking for a liquidity run to the top. Yeah, man, I think you're gonna get it. Not looking good for bears. Bears have not been able to show up all day. All day. Like this does not make sense. But just when you say NQ can't go any further, it's gonna go further and it's gonna hurt you even more, like it's about to do. There's no logical explanation. Literally no pullback all day. Other than your power hour pullback, nothing. And that was what, 50 points? And bulls are just stair-stepping this, trapping us bears, just trapping us. A lower high and a lower low, what, within a 5-point range? I'm being sarcastic, it's just not moving, but I don't know, man. Well, I'm going to leave my stop. I'll probably end the stream pretty soon, but I'll leave the stop and I'll just wake up either in the red. And I've got to decide where I want to put my TP. I may have to set a alarm. No, I'm not going to set an alarm for this. I'm just going to set a TP. Either at break even or a little bit of profit. But it's looking like another stop hit. Johnny Poison, first time here, chill vibes. And yeah, man, this PA is crazy. Just the sense that nothing is reacting to the orders here. No icebergs, nothing. You're right. It's just gradual up, up, up. These bulls just pushing it. Ascending channel after ascending channel after ascending channel. And if you don't respect the ascending channel, you're going to pay That's what it's done all day. All day. And you're just tortured 10, 20 points over an hour, but it'll hit your stop. It'll hit your stop. It'll get there. Trade 24,000 or 500. I agree. I think tonight you guys have it. The longs are gonna win tonight. And I'm about to fall asleep here. Robert, thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Christopher, good night. Yep, I'm about to head out soon. I got to get some sleep so I can trade the open and hopefully recover a little bit on this account. And we'll see. We shall see. They're not giving this up, man. This is insane. So kudos to all of you that are in longs and just riding this slowly up. We were looking for the elevator down and no elevator down tonight. Literally no elevator down. We're at a pivot point. There should be a rejection here, and it's like nothing. Nada. Zilch. I want to wake up tomorrow and see what level the bears finally provided a pullback. I mean, I find it hard to believe that we'll wake up tomorrow morning and it's literally just stair step up. Could be. All right, 4 minutes. You guys talk about these candles, man. So far, no fireworks. Let's see another 1 hour candle. This is the midnight candle. What time is London? All right, what are we gonna do? Go all night, guys, and try to get some green so we don't have to trade tomorrow? Is that what we're gonna do? What time is London open? I've never even traded London, so what time is the London open? $3 a.m. Eastern? Okay. No, I'm not staying that late. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to wake up and then find the level where these damn bears finally showed up. There's got to be a level, whether it's 500, where they finally flush. All day, no flush, nothing. Yeah, I won't stay till 3:30. Scratch that idea. All right, 2 minutes for this midnight candle. Johnny poisoned this candle, I pray. They haven't been able to get out of these damn channels. Attempted breakout out of the channel to the downside. Every single one has been bought right back up. All right, 1 minute now for your midnight candle. See what these midnight candles do. Jamie. Midnight pump, let's go. All right, we're breaking out of the channel again. Let's see if we finally get out of there. We're closer to the 200 SMA without rejection, so let's see if we get a flush. If we can get a flush below 200, the next step is VWAP. If they can break through that, then we might get the little flush we were looking for. Jamie, same thing. I'm not even bothered by the red. I just, it's just the price action. It's so slow. But I appreciate you hopping on the stream. This is what we're gonna do every night. Take some trades, lose, win, not take it so serious. All right, 200 SMA touch. If we bounce again, we bears are in trouble tonight. Shark Shreds, my daughter wants the Bears to win. Jamie, that's what it's all about. Just good vibes here. No flexing, no egos, none of that. Just trading, different styles, different strategies. Sure, I'll win sometimes. I'll lose sometimes. I'm sure I'll go on tilt eventually. I'm sure I'll blow an account live. It's not about the flex, just building a trading community. We got a little bit of everything. We got prop traders, we got live traders here. We have some really experienced traders. We got some traders with years of futures trading experience. We got new traders. We got traders asking, how do I start trading futures? So it's more about the community, providing some insights to the new folks. Hopefully some of the more experienced traders, share their styles, their strategies, and we all learn from each other. At the end of the day, you're going to trade your strategy based on your personality, and you're going to do and build that strategy based on what you see out there, what works. You take a look at what works and what doesn't, and build from there. Team Massive, lower highs. Well, yeah, we got our first lower high. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. Team Massive, if we bounce, I'll cut it. My favorite line is, all right, guys, if we get to this level, I'll clip it. I'll clip it here. Guess what happens? It hits that level, and I stay in position. All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to look at this other level. If it hits this level, I'll clip it. Then we get to that level, and I still stay in. I've had that happen a couple times live. Now I set a stop. Now I got to stop. I got to stop moving my mental stop. All right, guys, if we hit this level, I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it. Then it goes to the, well, you know what? I think I got the level wrong. It's going to be this level. This is the bounce area. So if it fails that level, I'll clip it there. It hits that level, and then you're like, whoa, yeah, okay. They really want to push it to this level. So you know what? I'll clip it down there. And they keep flushing down. They keep flushing down. No bounce. No bounce. Lately on my live stream, it's, all right, guys, no bounce. No bounce at this level. No bounce. Meanwhile, I'm in a long hoping for a bounce. It's been an interesting live stream lately. This week has been very interesting, especially today. I still can't get over that 45-point trade that I missed because I closed it too early. Still can't get over it. Shark trends. That's almost like moving trend lines. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. So now I've opted for hard stops. I've gotten burned a couple times playing around with mental stops. All right, the good thing is we're hitting the 200 SMA and we're not rejecting this time. In other words, potential flush. So if we get the flush of the 200, then we're looking at VWAP 415 as the next level. If they can pick up some steam, then we have a pivot point rejection because we hovered 1, 2, 3. Let me bring in the trading view. If you take a look at the 15-minute, this is the 5, the 15, and the 30. The blue line is the pivot point. Finally starting to see the buildup of the pivot point rejection. Who knows? We might get lucky. Wishful thinking. Shark trends. You should do a Discord only night once a month. Because everybody can participate? You mean because everyone can like hop on and talk and all that good stuff? Is that what you mean? Team Massive, I'm with you on 380, brother. I like that number. See, I'm not too savvy with Discord, but I guess your reason for the Discord is that everybody can hop on and participate. Which is a good idea. Yeah, everyone can participate. Okay, I like that. So maybe as we build this, do like, get everybody on. That way it's late, maybe on a Thursday night. That way maybe some folks will have some drinks and we'll make it a good time to hang out. Everybody kind of chats and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm down for that. I like that idea. I'm with Team Massive on 380, brother. I like that number. 380. Well, Friday nights there wouldn't be a market. In other words, it would be a Discord without trading. I'm open to Friday night, but Friday night it would be just Discord chatting versus trading. But I don't know. Whatever you guys prefer. If you guys prefer a Discord group trading session or just hang out on Friday. Oh, market close, so no distractions. Okay. Shark trends. I'll blink twice if we get any movement. All right. Just be on the lookout. I'll blink twice. This channel, I swear to God, even this morning, these channels, brutal bulls. They hold the channel. They refuse to let it go. All right, let's take a look at X. What's going on in the world of futures prop firms? I got bad news. We got a 5-minute full reset on the oscillator again. The last time that happened, we got this nasty bounce. And we're right back at the same area on a 5-minute reset, but we're now, the last reset was at 420, now we're at 426. Potential bounce area or rejection. Could be really bad news for the shorts right now. The bears don't give up the 200 if the bulls don't give up the 200 SMA, we're in trouble. All right, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be right back, and I'll probably have to eat in front of you guys, but I'm starving. I'll be right back. Alexa, 7-minute timer. Damn, Alexa. Alexa in the office is down. Hold on, guys. I'll be. Think I got a hot mic? Yeah, I got a hot mic. Alexa, 7-minute food timer.
Timer, 7 minutes, starting now.
All right, I'm back. That other JC with his Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles, that's funny. All right, I notice that when I switch from screens, the chat is lost, right? I gotta figure out why it does that. Why doesn't it keep the chat going? Okay, so now you guys are seeing the chat, but if I switch over here, that's weird. I gotta find out why it deletes the chat. I used to be a fan of Captain Crunch. Yeah, this 5-minute reset that I was talking about, not good. The last time we reset was here, and we bounced. And now we're here, and we're bouncing. Not good. Cheerios. Now I got a question for you guys with your cereal. When you pour the milk, do you eat your cereal immediately so it's crunchy, or do you let it get soggy? Captain Crunch, hell yeah. So which one? You pour the milk. Do you eat your cereal quickly so it's crunchy, or do you let it get soggy? Yeah, I eat it quickly. Crunch, huh? I let it sit there. Let that sugar sink in. Go straight to funded immediate. You know we're bored as hell if we're talking about cereal. That's when you know you're bored as hell. Oh, man. But I let my cereal sit. I like it soggy. And I like to get clumps of it. So I'll run the spoon. So I'll get a nice little clump of soggy cereal. Shark Trends, eat it right away. we gotta look that up. There's got to be a personality trait to that. You know how every action attaches to a personality? There's got to be a certain personality of people that eat their cereal immediately after the milk, in other words, crunchy, and the ones that like it soggy, you run that spoon and you like to get a good amount of that cereal in. Carl, you're such a Leo. I am such a Leo. I eat immediately. I'm a Leo as well, but I let it sit there for a little bit. Oh, I didn't even know that. Shark Trends, you went live on the Discord? That was cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah, maybe we should use the Discord a little more. That allows more people to share screens and all that good stuff. I like that idea. Alexa, how much time on my food timer?
You have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on your food timer.
Oh, then I'll send you a DM tomorrow in the afternoon, Shark. We'll talk about that. Maybe set up some times scheduled to get a few of us on the Discord live. I'm sure you being a live trader, a lot of people would love to hear your style, your approach, your style, your strategy, and all that good stuff. All right, let's see. This was the make or break area. Can we get a flush here? Can the bears finally do something? The good thing is, look at everything. Look at this area of confluence that's built, the 200 SMA, the 9 and the 20, and there's been no bounce. That's good. Every time we touch the 200, right, we immediately reject. First time, we're literally hovering and staying there. Selling pressure is building, boys. Until they just pop it and then we're all stopped out again. The question is, maybe I gotta figure out that other JC. I don't know if you know how to put Discord, to bring in somebody from Discord into YouTube. I know we can. I know there's a way to do it. Hold on, guys. While the market tanks, I'm going to play around here for a little bit.
Timer is done. Your food timer is done.
Alexa, stop.
Your food timer is done.
Alexa, stop.
Food timer is done.
God damn it. Alexa, stop.
Timer is done.
Alexa, stop.
Your food timer is done. Timer is done.
Alexa, stop. Sorry, guys, I had to get some food. Let me see if I can get Dark Trends up on Discord. Hold on. All right, I think you guys should see his screen now. Are you guys seeing Shark Trend's screen? Let me know if now the audio is messed up because it's probably duplicating it. All right, is the audio okay? I don't know how to do the audio yet to bring in Shark Trends. I'll have to do that next week. I got to figure out over the weekend. I'll bring you guys some audio from anybody in the Discord that wants to hop on and share their screens. Shark, sorry, I don't have. I got to figure out how to bring audio into this, but I promise next week I'll have this. That way you can comment also on your stuff. For now, you can comment in the. Are you guys hearing mic feedback right now? Are you guys hearing mic feedback on the YouTube stream? Okay. So all I have to figure out is how to get Shark's audio through. No audio from Shark. You can hear me, but no audio from Shark. Okay, let me figure this out right now. Shark, why don't you speak now? Take yourself off mute. YouTube stream should hear Shark now. I can't hear Shark, but the YouTube stream should be able to hear Shark.
Hey, what's going on, JC?
Can you guys hear Shark stream? Shark stream, Shark Trends?
Yeah, I heard it just fine, JC.
Okay, perfect. So Shark, why don't you do the commentary then while I eat? I'll figure out how to do camera and all that stuff next week. I'm gonna actually listen to the stream on my phone, but I'm gonna eat for now. So why don't we do this? Can I give you guys Quantower for?
All right, cool. So yeah, this right now I got a 1 minute chart up right here, and I do most of my trading off of what's called a vortex. And I just turned the YouTube volume down so we didn't get that feedback. And I just have the HD custom set up for the value area high and low with the point of control. And this other chart is off Vortex, and it's one of them that I've been working on. I don't have it published yet. They spit out levels. And off of it tonight, I was just looking for it since it was coming up past into value area high, and the point of control was down here. And so after we had more volume up higher, which was here, it caused the point of control to move higher. And then I was looking for that actual short, but I was anticipating it would come a lot sooner than what it did. So, can everybody hear me okay in the stream right now? Unfortunately, I don't do a lot of streams myself because I do work and during the day, and then I actually trade in the mornings about 4:30 West Coast time, and that's my normal time for wake up, and then I head to work, and then I come home and trade the Asia session later on. But my morning trade is in the morning that I love to trade is basically the gap fill from open to 1600 hour settlement, and that's my favorite trade to take. Usually happens probably 60% of the time, but it doesn't always happen. My actual trade that I'm in right now is just about break even. But it's great that it came down. I'd like it to see if it comes down past this VWAP, but since we've only had one test of it here and a bounce there and here, this could, if it penetrates it a little bit, it probably could come further down. But a little bit more about this vortex chart is basically every time it spits out a yellow line right here, and it would be the longest line. If I follow it over, it pretty much comes to this yellow line right here, and then sometimes I'll put an anchored VWAP on that and dial it down a little bit. And then basically, as long as it stays above the center green line, it's pretty much still bullish, even though it's kind of crossed below the higher band of the VWAP. And if it comes down below, there's more chance of it coming back down to the lower band. Has anybody heard of the vortex indicator? I used to have it on my chart, but since I made my own indicator, I don't put it on there anymore. But it basically is an indicator that tells whether we're bullish or bearish, and you can put it on any kind of time frame. But I have the most success for this vortex indicator on a 1 minute, or sometimes I change it to a 10-second. But if I change it to a 10-second, there's a lot more lines, and so same thing. But sometimes it won't show any lines on some of the other time frames, but it's all depending on the length of the line, and then also after the length of the line, what it does is it takes the low and the high during the line, and then it gives basically the low, and then the high would have been at the end of it, which would have been right here. So this would have been the low, and this would be the high, and then above it kind of gets confusing with the other lines that are there. I'm working on getting those off of there to where it only shows one of the vortex lines. But then above it spits out 3 other levels to look at, and it did hit this one here, bounced off of it a few times, and it was really close to JC's pivot level, which was around that 40-ish level. But this is one of my favorite charts that I've made by far. I got another couple of them that I really like, but this is becoming my favorite one that I like to trade. I think I've been the most successful trading using this one. Looks like we finally got below VWAP, so probably if we can get a good dump down to 409 there, and then maybe a retrace up, or even maybe further down to the value area low, we could get, I'd like to see it actually come down. I know it seems like a long ways, but I'd like to see it come down to 385. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up that late to be able to see it come down that far. my entry on this is at 418.40, and so I am in the green right now. If we continue down, my target is at 398. And that's my first target. If we hit that, actually, I'm probably going to call it a night and close everything out. Who's still in shorts, or who's in longs right now? Carl's in shorts. Sunny, there's bright order block at 400. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to see that 400 hit, because if it flashes down, it'll take my profit at 398. The other JC that's long, maximum strength. I'm short. Just got smashed in the longs, Jamie. Sorry to hear that. Christopher, 2 shorts and account $100 or $1,500 on both. That's great. Well done. Straight to funded. I'm short. Carl, you got an exit at 402.75, front running that 400. That's a good plan. There's the value area low. This is a good place for it to bounce if it's going to decide to come back to VWAP. For that VWAP test. I'd love to see it flash down a lot further, but usually he'll get a VWAP test after it comes down with no test here yet. And we're coming out with a new vortex crossover, which just means it goes from bullish to bearish. And then the length of this line determines, this line is basically almost an hour long. It's basically 45 minutes long, and within that time it'll give new high and lows from the vortex line. JC wants 380. Let's go. Let's see it flush. 380. Oh, that would be great, because I do have another target down there. Let's see it happen before JC gets done eating some dinner. That'd be great. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about this vortex line. I have it set for a little longer. I could shorten it, but I've been finding that these settings have been working pretty good, so I'm not going to mess with it. But since this takes about 45 minutes for price to get all the way to the end, and then it'll take the high and low, and then give me 2 new lines to go off of new levels. Yeah, JC said he's grabbing some dinner, so yeah, he'll be back on shortly. Anybody else have any levels that they'd like to see price go to shortly? see price go to
How low will she go?
shortly? How low will she go?
Well, I like the class on Vortex.
I'd like to see price go to
How low will she go?
shortly. She go. JC, you'll just have to mute Discord so they don't have.
All right, I'd like to get out at
The mic issue.
387. I got a level down there at 380. I'll settle for 387. I'd like to get out at. I don't know if you guys can you guys hear me? I know I took off Shark's stream, but he's on Discord. All right, where are we at? 403. Are we going to get a bounce here at the bottom of that 15-minute opening range? What are we at? We continue this flush down, or is that it?
Yeah, I'm thinking that we're coming down to test this lower band. So yeah, I think that we're
I want 380. I want level to level. Let's go to this level down here. I'll give 387.
I got two levels.
We waited this long. We might as well get something out of this. All right, I'm not going to get too greedy.
Here we go, 398. I'll take profit one time.
And then we'll watch if there's a bounce at 400. How about that? You guys are still hearing Shark? Oh, perfect. I can't hear Shark because I would have to use headphones. But next week, you guys can hear Shark. I'll be able to hear Shark. Well, in other words, I'll be able to chat with Shark at the same time. I just haven't figured that part out yet.
Just came.
All right, is there a
just
bounce
a
at
couple points from my
400
take
before we
profit
get more flush
398.
to this? Is that the full reset of this move?
Yeah, JC, I think that we'll probably end up retesting this VWAP sooner or later, whether we come down more before we get there.
Me to hear Shark. I can figure that out. I do it. Yeah, we got to see if there's a bounce here at 400. The problem is, if I don't close here, I have a potential bounce all the way up to VWAP 415. Let's see what happens at the 9. Let's see if the 9 holds. All right, hold on. We're going through technical difficulties. All right, I'm going to disconnect the Discord for now. And then I promise over the weekend I'll play around with this to figure out how to get you guys some good quality. That way we can have some guests and get some other ideas here on the stream. So give me till the week. Give me through the weekend. Shark, appreciate you, man. I was as I was eating, I heard about your point of control. I heard about your vortex. You and I have a similar play in the morning, the gap fill, or gap fill reversal, either one. So it's good. Very similar ideas, different strategy, overall a different strategy, but very similar levels and approach to it. Shark trends, yeah, I heard it. I heard the whole thing. I think we just I gotta work either with that other JC or iGamer to help me how to get the Discord cleaner. Who knows? Maybe we can even do video. That way, people will see your face as well and your audio, and I can hear you because I would have to wear headphones, I think, to be able to hear you. Otherwise, we'll have audio feedback. We'll figure it out. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. But thank you for hopping on. Kari, is it Carl? Well, thanks for tuning in. We're up a little bit. Let's see if we can get that 390 and I'll be done for the night. See if we can get 390. I'm not being too greedy. Carl, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the sub and hope to see you here more often. It's just the beginning. This is week 1 of live streaming here during the Asia session. So hopefully we get this thing together with the Discord or figure out how to get good audio, good video of other traders. That way you guys get some ideas, different strategies, different approaches. You're going for, yeah, I may have to adjust my TP. I'm getting a little too aggressive considering I was in a loss, but I'll watch the 9. The only thing I got to be careful, we all have to, anybody who's in a short still, is you got to be careful for the VWAP. In other words, if it wants VWAP again for a touch. Think I'm going to get a little surgical here. We were in the red. I'm not going to get greedy. 395 and we'll call it a night. How about that? $395 is right above the 200 SMA on the 5-minute. We're approaching the 5-minute SMA, and that's going to be a bounce area. I mean, if it flushes below that, then we probably have some more downside. But this is how close it is, 5 points. See if I don't have to close earlier. With what, 4 points away? I may not have to. I may just close it and not get too greedy. We recovered the loss, and now we're up 230 bucks. So I'm going to close here. We recovered the loss, and now we're up 225 bucks. All right, that was a good trade. Initial attempt failed, got in a little higher, and we got it. Andrew, welcome to the stream. That was a good re-entry. We stuck to the original stop, right? That was based on pivot points, so similar to what Shark Trends was talking about with his levels. If you look at the pivot point, we never really closed. This is the 5, this is the 15 and the 30. We never closed the 15-minute. We never closed the 15-minute candle above the pivot point, right? That blue line, 435, that was rock solid. Although we wicked above, there was never a closure. That's when you saw me enter on the second one, right? The first short, fine, we got stopped out right here at that 430 level. In hindsight, this wick, in hindsight, because you don't know that at that time, this wick was the stop hunt run for all the shorts, right? Once you see that, that's the only reason I entered again. And I was like, all right, let's attempt it one more time. That's the pivot point rejection. And it played to the T. So we got lucky on this one. Recovered the loss, and but it was all based on pivot point rejection. If you guys have TradingView, just put in pivot point standard. And those levels, NQ loves to play pivot points. And when I mentioned the oscillator reset, this was the first reset, and I said on the second one, we either have the bounce or the flush, and this reset right here, that's where the flush happens. So sometimes it plays out, sometimes it doesn't. Today we got lucky, we recovered the loss, we walked out with some green. I do appreciate everybody, that other JC, Shark Trends, thank you for the class. We got to make that, we got to make this where we have like a little group, a team. We have a weekly session or bi-weekly or monthly, and we have like little sessions where people can come in, listen to the strategy, figure out what they like and don't like. I really like that. So Shark Trends, thank you. You were the first one. You just inaugurated that lesson session, so thank you. Everybody else that's on the stream, or if you're up there in the branches, feel free to stop by the chat, say hello, where you're from, your strategies, your good stuff, the bad stuff. But I think we had a good session today. I'm going to call it a night. I got to wake up tomorrow for the morning session. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.